guys, welcome once again to Genesus TV. Here with us we have Victor, and I'm going to ask him a couple of questions, just like how he did with the other guys. But before we get started, why don't you tell us a little bit more about yourself?
Myself? Well, like she said, my name is Victor. I'm 21, family of 5. Well, 6 now. We have a niece, newborn, 5 months. Love her. She's a little cute, little Maya. Not going to school right now. I'll go next semester. Thank God I'm currently employed. You know, I get to support my family now. And part of the Genesis, obviously, you know.
That's great. Now, tell us a little bit how you got involved into Genesus. When did you start going? How did that process go? Were you sure of attending Genesus at first or not?
Wow.
Because I know that you're, not to be mean or anything, but you're ya eres veterano, you know?
Oh,
I'm kidding, but...
Well, not that old now. You're older than me, I think. So.
You don't say that. You don't say that.
Just
public.
kidding, guys.
I'm kidding.
No, well, you and me started at the same time, you know, the retreat. It was 2009. Mm-hmm. It was 3 years ago, and it was a life change, you know. It 360 my whole life, you know, because I was a complete person, you know. All I wanted to do was just, you know, worry about myself or care only about myself, nothing else but my family. I mean, I was family oriented, but it was hard. And then went to that retreat, it just changed my whole life, you know. And little by little, I was getting active, you know, and then people started noticing me, and then that's when the first couple leaders that started the group, like Reina, Victor Hugo, Nina, I don't remember that many, but yeah, they invited me, and at first I was just like, is this a joke or something? Like, really, a youth group? Who does youth groups nowadays? Like, those are for old people, you know, kind of thing. That's how I felt. And so I was just like, I told my parents about it, and I was like, what do you think? Should I go? And they're like, yeah, just go. So I was just like, whatever, I'll try it out. It was kind of awkward. And then after that, I was just like, whatever, I'll do it. And the first weekend, you were there with us. It was me, Reina, Christian, Rosie, and I'm trying to remember who. But we were just hyper off Skittles. And that weekend was just memorable. Like, I know it from the beginning to the end, you know. Like, we were just insiders the first night. That was the first time us hanging out the whole weekend. So from there on, it's just got more active and active, and I loved it, and I've been stuck on it since then. So.
That's great. Can you say that it has actually built a closer relationship to God?
Wow. Can I say it did, big time. Yes, I never had a relationship with God. I never expected myself having a relationship with God. And me seeing this, me being through this right now is huge, and it's an honor, you know, because it works my conscience. It, you know, makes me spread the word, you know, to youth especially, because that's what motivates me as well, you know. And just showing them the right way, you know, not for them to go through the same thing we did, you know, because each one of us have our different stories. So that's what keeps me going, and that's, yeah.
That's great. Now, I know that, you know, we all see you as our strongest one out of the group. You know, you're like the toughest one. That's how I see you. I'm pretty sure you are, which you are. But has there ever been a moment where you felt like weak, where you felt alone, that you just feel like you don't have that strength?
That strength, wow. Yeah. I might look strong, I might look tough and everything. I have a pretty soft side. I guess it can be, back then, it used to be just the fact that, because I don't know, if you remember, you know, I love football, you know, and that was my passion. I didn't care about God, I didn't care about my family. If I had to do that, I had to do that, you know. That's it, punto, yeah. But after I got hurt, knowing that I lost scholarships, knowing that I wasn't able to play ball again, you know, knowing that I got made fun of, you know, because I wasn't able to do anything for 3 months. I was home, I'm homeschooled. It was just, I don't know, it was just sad, you know, it got me depressed. And then when I came back to school, I was just like, all right, you know, forget it. Let's, like, you know how people say nowadays, you know, YOLO. No, that's how it went, literally. Like, all I did was party, drinks, and all that, you know, and that little by little, I started getting lonelier. You know, I was drinking, I was smoking, I was, you know, little things, you know, it wasn't that exaggeratedly bad. No, it is bad, but I mean, thankfully I didn't went that too extreme to other worse stuff, you know, thankfully. But it was at the point that I was just like, alright, like, what do I gotta do, you know? The last couple of months of my school, the last couple of weeks, I gotta chill. And that's when at the moment, I got a bad news that I lost one of my closest cousins, you know. she's not really blood, but I consider her as a cousin because I've lived with her since I was born. So yes, you know, and knowing that I lost her was really hard. You know, I got really depressed. I literally cried every night. I had like a big old grudge against God. Like it was not even a joke. Like it was that bad. And that's how I got more lonelier. You know, little by little, and I caved in. I guess you could say literally. So.
And how did you overcome that?
To be honest, it was pretty tough. Cause not that I just put myself more lonely. I got more stuck into like me smoking and drinking. You know, and that got me more.
We're trying to find the easy way out.
The easy way out, yeah, you can say that. And that's when, thank God I have my mom and I have my madrina for a reason, my bautismo. They came and, they insisted and insisted and insisted, go to a retreat, go to a retreat. You know, my mom wants to go, but she doesn't want to go alone. You know, not knowing that we're going to be together, but knowing us that we are living in, for God and to feel that love of God, and for their reason, for their push, I'm.
Okay, so we're back with Victor, and he was telling us a little bit about his grandmother and his mother. Would you consider them being your role models, and how?
Just to correct you, it's actually my madrina.
Oh, your madrina.
No, it's okay. But yeah, I actually do. I consider them my role models. My mom. We still have our struggles, but I do look up to her a lot. She is the strongest out of all five of us. So she's always on check on us, on all of us, no matter what we do. You know how that mom has that sixth sense, like she knows when something's wrong. So yeah, they're role models.
Now, do you have any dreams? Any future goals that you'd like to accomplish?
Future goals? Well, I want to finish school so I can be a physical therapist. And when I'm done with that, and I'm, stable with it, I want to go out and do other things for church, as well. I want to go out. I want to go to World Youth Day. I want to go to the Vatican. I want to go do missions somewhere. I want to do something. I don't want to just stay typical job, stay here in the States. No, I want to go travel around the world. I want to go test it out.
So you're more like a social person, right? You like being around others.
Well, I just like to be active and I like to listen to other people. So whatever they say, I keep them. I keep it. It's like wow, it's great. Thank you for sharing that. It's kind of thing.
That's good. Now, if you had the chance, this is something we've been asking everybody because we're kind of curious, we want to know. If you had the chance to go back and change something, would you do it? And what would you change?
Wow. Well, as an active and Catholic, and the way God taught us, I wouldn't want to change it because I wouldn't be here. But if I was to, like for sure, like I would say, not rejecting God while I was doing my football season. One reason why is because my mom, when I started my senior year, knowing that I had scholarships to school, my mom was all like, go to catechism, go to confirmation. And I said, no, Mom, I don't want to. No, Mom, I don't want to. And I felt like God punished me, He's all like, you're going to get hurt now. You're going to get hurt. And like, without me knowing that I am. And I did, If I would have done that and as well done football and balance it out, maybe I would have still be playing football at a college or maybe even bigger. But at the same time though, if I was doing that, I would have not met you guys. So having you guys around my life, that's a blessing as it is. That's great. So that would I would change it, but then at the same time, no. Like I have my thoughts. I'm like, no.
So you're 50-50 or what?
I'm not
so is that a yes or no? Right here, you don't have a choice right here. It's either yes or no, not a maybe.
Nah, I wouldn't.
You wouldn't?
No.
Okay.
It's just a little dream, what if kind of thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, so I see, some pictures in the background. Why don't you tell us a little bit about those?
A couple pictures. This picture is from El Sembrador. Oh, that kind of ran away. This picture is my grandma, my two sisters, my oldest one and my little one, Natalie and Nancy, and then me. And then this is us Genesus. We went to Six Flags. We're all flexing with the superheroes. So it was pretty cool, It was fun, this is Becky. We went camping. It was a cool weekend. I liked it. It's enjoyable. Enjoy the nature and everything else. And then football, of course. Chargers. I love football, no matter what.
Charger fan over here, huh?
Fan over here, of course.
Kick him right out. I'm kidding.
That's my little sister right there.
No, that's cute.
We have our moments of time,
That's nice.
Whatever, no matter what. And yeah, and just a couple of pictures, when I play football with the guys. I still do once in a while, so.
It's good.
That's
So
fun.
you consider football as a big part of of who you are?
You can say, I guess that's where I got my confidence of communicating with people. When I started football, I was a really quiet guy. I still can be, I was really quiet, and that's when they got me out of the shell. They got me how to use my strength, how to do this, and how to control myself and everything else. So, yeah, it is a big deal.
Well, thank you so much for being here with us today. I really appreciate you opening up to the youth. I'm pretty sure we all wanted to know a little bit more about you. And we really appreciate you and, having you in the group and, just opening up to the youth. I think that's very wonderful.
Well, thank you, Rosie.
You keep on moving on y que Dios te siga bendiciendo y que continúes en este camino que es el mejor de todos. Muchas
Yes,
gracias.
of course.
Thank you.